Welcome back to another quick review. We are outside again today. I am not sure why I'm doing this because it is about 95 degrees out right now, but F it, why not? Let's go. Today we are talking about Ballerina, or from the world of John Wick Ballerina, but just for the sake of, not being here forever, we're just going to call it Ballerina. Um, and honestly, I wasn't really sure what to expect going into this movie because, for the things that I've heard about it, it was definitely a little bit lower on my radar. Now, naturally, normally, new John Wick movie would be higher up on the radar because I love those movies. But for this one, just given how um, Chapter 4 ended, I wasn't sure if we needed another John Wick, let alone a sequel. I mean, not a sequel, a spin off, as well as given how the TV series went over, which if I remember correctly, people didn't like it. I wasn't expecting it to be good, and I heard good reviews about it, but none that like really made me feel like, oh yeah, I have to go watch this movie, right? Um, but then I went and saw it with a friend, um, and I really enjoyed myself. I wouldn't say the movie is, outstanding. It's definitely out of the John Wick movies that have been released so far. It's definitely the worst one. And that's not to say that the movie's bad, because it's not. It's so really, really good. I think a lot of I think what kind of at the beginning at least made me a little bit apprehensive about what this movie was trying to do was, I think, the first like 20-ish 25 minutes doesn't do the greatest job at setting up what's going on, setting up the main conflict. It does an okay job, but I feel like John Wick's biggest thing, I feel like, is doing one of the things I love about it is doing a whole bunch of world building without saying anything. And they do that for this, but the problem is I feel like it doesn't work as well in this. Like, I feel like you don't in the John Wick movies, you don't gotta say as much in order to get the point across about the world that they're living in, right? And that's one of the things I've always loved and adored about these movies. But for this movie specifically, I do think it kind of needs that, because I think the setup for that isn't the greatest, especially for, like, when you get to the latter half of the movie. You're like, man, the setup for this movie could be so much better, because then you get to, like, I think, like, the club scene, and then everything after that. It is like, it's all really, really good. And I feel like there'd be a lot more emotional impact, especially with a certain reveal that kind of just gets tossed to the side for whatever reason. I feel like there'd be a lot more emotional impact if that was set up better. Than, like, rather than, um, you know, the beginning being like Eve and her father, who is played by the guy who played Diego from Umbrella Academy, by the way. It's funny. Even her father, it'd be Eve, her father, and another character that gets revealed later. I feel like that setup would have been much better, or rather, that it focuses just a bit more on that setup, not, making it obvious that something's gonna happen later in the movie, but, like, making it so that, yeah, this is like these two characters are a pivotal point in her backstory, in her life. But I think otherwise, the movie is great. I think it has really good choreography. I want to say some of the best in the series, but I haven't watched the John Wick movies in a little bit. It's been a little while since I've watched them, and I really do need to rewatch them. But the visuals were still great. Choreography was great. The last, like, 30 to 45 minutes acted like The Last of Us or like Resident Evil, or at least that's what the vibe kind of gave off, like with the cults and whatnot. It was really interesting. It's crazy that my brain went to those two parallels, because it doesn't help that I'm playing one of them at the moment. But yeah. No, just overall, movie's good. It's really good. It definitely gets better as it goes on. But like I said, the setup of the movie doesn't do the greatest job at making the emotional twist or the emotional impact hit as hard as it probably should. But the rest of the story is pretty good. Outside of that beginning, the rest of the story is pretty good. The choreography is great. The visuals are great. Anna de Armas is really good in the role, and I think overall the movie is really good. It's still like an 8 out of 10 for me. But like I said, the setup kind of just drags this movie down just a little bit. But yeah, like I said, movie gets an 8 out of 10 for me. I've been trying to get this quick review done for a couple of days. I just didn't really know what to say until now. So yeah, thank you for watching. I don't know, watch some other videos, subscribe or something. Stick around so I don't have to sit and listen to me reviewing more movies in 95-degree weather for whatever reason. Anyways, thank you for watching. See ya. Bye.